What's up, guys? It's your boy CeeLo.
And it's your boy Steph.
We're here today with our boy Zilla. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2 of our GotSoles Talk series. We're gonna keep this raw, uncut. So if we mess up, please be patient.
Be patient with us, man. We're still trying to work out the kinks.
Alright, guys. So we're here with Zilla. We came as a special guest, and he actually has a surprise to show you guys towards the end of this video. You want to show him?
It's some heat.
Do a little preview. A little preview. Ooh, that's just a little something. Let's just say there's a little sample. There's a bigger box up here. You know, that Louis and Supreme. Let's just say. But we're gonna get into that towards the end of this video.
So stay tuned.
You already know. If you guys don't know, if you haven't watched episode 1, link it in the description. Watch that right now. But we got a couple talks we want to talk about. Give our opinions on this.
Oh man, we got to get to this immediately. Because earlier this week, some photos leaked of the Yeezy V2's and
Yeezy V2's. Yeezy is taking over the game, the sneaker game.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, aside from sneaker game, just the whole popularity in general, people outside of the sneaker culture want Yeezys. That's all they want. They want Yeezys, and Kanye did say they were limited, and Kanye said that everyone will get a chance to get Yeezys.
That's true, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna happen pretty soon. Earlier this week, the Red Night colorway, whatever you want to call them.
4 colorways.
Yeah, 4 colorways. Well, we had 2 already. These kind of surfaced this past week. You got that frozen yellow. You guys know about that one, releasing in December. You got that blue tint one as well, but that Red Night surfaced this week. And also, literally like yesterday, it's like this
coral. We'll pop a picture right now so you guys can check them out as well. But first,
coral and teal Yeezy V2. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I like them all, to be honest.
Like them all? Okay.
At first, I was a little skeptical because it's still a V2. I think a lot of people are kind of ready to see the new V3 or something like that.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. He's doing his thing still. I like him.
So out of the 4, which one is your favorite?
Hands down, I have to go with the frozen yellow, just because we got to see a picture of him actually rocking it. So that's always a plus to me.
That's another thing as well. So when you kind of see him rocking it, you kind of get a better idea of what they would look like on foot. So I agree with you on that one. That's the colorway I would choose as well. I feel like the other ones is just. I understand this one has a lot going on. It's super bright. It stands out. But that colorway I think would be dope. Like I told him, honestly, like a little jogger look or the Adidas pants, something casual and chill. I feel like they'll stand out and they'll pop. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna go in. All right. So out of these 4, to be honest, I don't like any of them, but I like 2. I don't like any of them, but I like 2. I only like 2. I like the coral. And I like the teal bluish, the color itself of the V2. I don't like the color mixed in on the supply or the inside. But what I found out, this coral is actually fake. It's actually a fake colorway.
Yeah.
Yeezy Mafia. If you guys don't know what Yeezy Mafia, they got the inside scoop when it comes to the Yeezys. They confirmed that this is fake. It's a fake colorway. So technically, there's only 3 actual Yeezys that have leaked that will be coming out. But when it comes to the V2, how many models do we have so far? Or colorways out of the model?
I lost count.
Yeah.
So they re-released the zebras. They the 3 black. The Black Fridays, so that's 4.
The breads,
the belugas. They're releasing the beluga V2 as well. That's not in this picture.
The coral whites.
Yeah.
The creams.
Yeah. So
far, beluga 2.0 supposedly
coming out. Yeah.
So that would be like what, 12 colorways of the same model.
Exactly.
And then the V1 you only had 4 colorways.
4 colorways.
Which brings me to my point. I think at this point in time, these Yeezys, or at least the V2, the earlier, it just gives you appreciation to the earlier colorways, and the earlier colorways are going to become more popular, more resale value and desired than the newer ones coming out. Because if it continues with the V2, how are we gonna feel about it? The model, I like the model itself.
Yeah.
But when it comes to colorways, are they gonna continue dropping like, I wouldn't say generic stuff, but like this teal baby blue one, or especially this coral, looks like a grade school.
Honestly, we can do without these colorways. In my
I can do without them.
I feel like, yeah, like you said, let's get to the next model. Let's get to that V3. I feel like they're oversaturating the V2. And if you were gonna continue with the V2, I would have loved to see that green colorway and that earth colorway. Both of those were so beautiful, man. We even talked about it. We were like, bro, the earth, that's like a double up. That's a double up. That is so fire, man.
Because the model is sick, and then just the colorway is simple, but it just goes well with pretty much anything.
Everything.
The way, another thing I want to talk about real quick is, it just went out of my head. Okay, yeah, the V2. You said V3, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's bring it.
So, well, how do you feel about that? The reason it's a V2 is because Kanye didn't like the V1, the comfort and stuff like that, right? So that's why they made the version 2 of this low top. So should there be a version 3 or a different number or a different model itself? It's like the Ultra Boost. It's like the Ultra Boost, the 1.0, the 2.0, the 3.0, the 4.0.
So you're saying,
should we stop it?
You prefer to get what, like a 550 or? I mean, because then
give me a new model.
At some point, it'll be the same thing though. Like, let's say they bring out another 750. 750, it'd be V2, and it would be. I mean, it's the same thing with the Nike Yeezys. We have the Nike one, and then the Yeezy ones, Yeezy 2's. So I feel like it's just. It just goes that way.
Should it continue? But should it continue with that name, the V2?
Yeah,
because
V3.
I feel like they gave it that name for the reason it wasn't correct. They fixed it. Now it's a V2.
Yeah, so it's a V2.
So technically, if you make it a V3, are you saying that the V2 is not correct and they're making it? They're improving it, I guess you could say.
But I think they just continue to make enhancements. Because what are some complaints about the V2? Some people say the toe box is super tight. Some people have to take out the insole. So I feel like there's still some things that they can work on to improve it. As far as comfortability, super crazy. But I feel like you kind of feel a lot more in the forefoot as opposed to the heel. As the Ultra Boost, you kind of feel it throughout. So I feel like there's some adjustments they can make, especially for that price point. We went from 200 to 220. So I feel like if we're gonna stay in that 220 ballpark, I think there's some advancements they can do.
No, but you do got a point. Like you got the V2, which is the low top, and you have the 750, which is kind of like a high. It would be nice to see the mid maybe, but would you like it being called 550?
550. Because honestly,
how does that sound?
There was some rumors about that. The 550 was supposed to release this year. They kind of scrapped it, or whatever. Then they started doing more colorways of the V2. I would love to see it, how it would come out. But I just don't want them to like do too much, man. It kind of hurt the Yeezy line and kind of, because honestly, we don't really hear about that hype like we used to. It's like, oh, Yeezy's doing this, Yeezy's doing that. Photos have leaked of him rocking those, but there's no really like buzz behind it.
That's what I'm saying. So regardless, if he releases more colorways of a certain model, if he improves a certain model, or even if he makes a new model, he's starting to become like, let's say, like a Jordan 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. There's no more of
is that a good thing?
That's what I'm saying. Is it a good thing? So when it comes to improvements, you say, well, technically every shoe can have an improvement.
Yeah, for sure.
There's you said the toe box is this and this and that. Not all shoes are perfect. That reminds me of like an Ultra Boost. The Ultra Boost, it was tight at first. They made the 2.0 and they fixed it, and like a free run, the 3.0, the 4.0, the Air Max 2015. So, like how you said, do you want to continue it to have a 3.0, 4.0? Do you want to continue to have a 550, 720, whatever the case may be? Or should they just stop the numbers, or just give it like a 1, 2, 3, 4, like a Jordan, so and then and then just continue with new models, because that's what it was for Jordan Brand. The new models, Jordan 1, a new one, Jordan 2, and whole completely different, and it gave you that excitement. They dropped certain colorways. Now at this point in time, it's like they gotta add those colorways to that model because they can't make newer models, and then the newer models that they're making, it's strictly performance.
So my question,
where's this going?
My question would be, if they were gonna do that, I feel like they should have did that with this one, because when the V1s came out, nobody was calling it that. It was just the Adidas 350 Boost. So I feel like if that was the case, they should have just
That's what I'm saying. Supposedly, this is just an improvement to that one because Kanye wasn't happy. You said it earlier. Adidas does what Kanye wants.
Yeah, exactly.
You said Kanye is going through something with these colorways or something.
Yeah.
So Adidas is doing what Kanye wants. So that's what I'm saying. So that this one is a V2 for that reason. It wasn't how he wanted it. He wanted more comfort. He wasn't happy with the material. It was chipping on the V1. Nobody called it a V1. So should there be a V3?
A V3.
But even if he did come out with all these colors, would you ever think they would just be sitting in the shelves though? Like,
that's the thing, yeah.
Will these ever sit? Is my question.
That's so crazy. But then honestly, let's say, all right, so the word is these are supposed to be limited. They're saying that the frozen yellow is probably the most limited V2 so far. Now let's ask ourselves the question. Let's say if they were the most available Yeezy, they probably wouldn't sit on shelves, but would they still have that same effect? Where it's like, all right, instantly drop, sell out. Because now it's like, not too many people really just like, how many people are really gonna rock this shoe or these colorways? Now people are thinking, okay, it's a Yeezy, let me just get my quick money, let me flip it, all right, it's whatever. So that's why I feel like it sucks as a consumer or as a person who just loves the game, man.
But there you go, who loves the game. I said earlier at the beginning, how many people that are not even in the sneaker game want Yeezys? They go out and buy fake Yeezys, the light up joints, the misshaped ones. Like they still buy them because they're as close as a Yeezy they can get. So if this is widely available, sneakerheads aren't going for it. The regular consumers are still gonna want to get it. Like I can get Yeezys for retail.
Yeezys,
they don't know. They don't know how many have really released. Like this is really a Yeezy I'm buying. Like the colorway. But it's still a Yeezy. Like I want it.
All right, so let's ask ourselves this question. Realistically, how long do you see, like, all right, it's a Yeezy, I want it, let me get it, it's the most popular shoe. How long do you think this wave is gonna last? Zilla, I'll let you go first.
I don't see it dying anytime soon.
What timetable would you give it?
Oh man, it's gonna go for I give it another couple years. I can't really say how many years, but I don't see it dying anytime soon. I mean, you got Jordan. All they're really doing is re-releasing a lot of the same stuff. At least we're seeing here something new. We've never seen this before. And at the end of the day, it's Boost. It's comfortable. You never really hear people complain about, oh man, these shoes are uncomfortable. Jordans you can only wear for a couple hours and then they hurt your feet.
That's true.
So I see it going for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see it dying because that goes back to how we see Boost or Adidas right now. NMDs used to sell out. You see them on shelves. Even the PK versions are still certain ones sitting on shelves. Adidas is still on top though, and it's for Yeezy. It's because of Yeezy.
So let's say it kind of slows down. Yeezy spaces it out. Let's say a V3 comes out. Remember, we only had 4 colorways for the V1, and it was spaced out through several months. So let's say V3 comes out and there's only 6 colorways, 1 every 2 months. Is the hype still going to be crazy?
Yeah. Well, not as crazy how it started, but the hype's still there. There's still hype.
Because because Kanye,
there's hype for this.
Kanye hasn't really been like in the news. He hasn't. I feel like whenever he's seen and he's rocking certain stuff, that's when the buzz goes crazy. Oh, I can't wait for this, can't wait for that. But he's been kind of laying low, and honestly, I feel like that's low key kind of hurting the V2 as far as like resale and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, it's been kind of doing this little like roller coaster effect. I guess we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see, because
I think another thing, honestly, that's key to being a sneakerhead and just like liking sneakers is colorways, yo. To be honest, like color, the way certain colors mix together, color blocking, the structure where it's pieced together and stuff like that. As you can see, it's just pretty simple. You know, at least the Beluga was like, the Beluga gave you like, okay, the Moon Rock and the tans, those are all simple. The Beluga gave you
some flair.
Some flair to it. some flair to it. The zebra gave you flair to it, even though it was black, white, red.
Yeah, red. Mm-hmm.
Gave you flair just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looking at these, it's the same pattern, one.
Yeah.
And two, in my opinion, colors don't go well.
Okay,
So they don't go too well together. When you think about older shoes and different models, how certain colors go together, and like there's like a little story. Stories of shoes give you personality, and you want it more. What's the story to this? Is this just like colorways thrown out?
Honestly,
what's up?
Go back to the Kanye thing. Yeah, I'm so glad you touched on that, man, because honestly, I feel like that's something that's hurting the sneaker culture right now. Is because everything right now, the attention span of people and consumers, it's so I want the hottest this, the hottest this, hottest that. Which is not bad. It's not nothing wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure for all of us, what we grew up on, and the reason we fell in love with the sneaker culture is the nostalgic, just the memories, and like, man, whether you couldn't get the shoe or just like seeing certain things, and I feel like that's what makes it so beautiful. And now it's like, you have to, if this person has it, I want to get this, I want to get that. There's no like real story behind the V2. It's just, okay, Kanye dropped another shoe. That's pretty much it. There's nothing to really like.
You were seen wearing it.
Besides, okay, I'm gonna seem cool if I rock these, this and that and that. And it's just on to the next. It's like, all right, when one colorway comes out, it's cool for the moment. All right, on to the next. Yeah. And that sucks, man.
All right, enough of the V2. Yeah. Enough of the Yeezy. Enough of Kanye. Leave your comments down below. What do you think? I think we put our opinions out there. We put a lot on the table. But we want to hear your guys' opinions, because this is what this is. It's a culture. We want to hear your opinions. Where's the sneaker game going? Just leave a comment down below. But
going back to, touching on the nostalgic, memories and what got us into the game, man, you gotta go. Honestly, for us, J's is, that's what started off for me, at least. And that brings us to our next topic. In 2018.
Next year.
4 months away, practically. Wow. To starting the year. This year, so recently, within this week, so many news outlets have released information that a ton of fire from Jordan brand is coming in 2018, such as Black Cement 3s,
Steel 10s. You got the Candy Cane 14s, Last Shot 14s,
Red 4s supposedly,
Red 4s supposedly,
Katrina 3s,
Pushback 2018, and then you got
Shadow
1s. Come on, man, it's crazy.
There's so many shoes coming out in 2018. How do we feel about this?
Get the pockets ready.
How do we feel about this? You see Yeezy dropping stuff. All right, so now we got J's. They're models that we've seen before. But how is the newer generation consuming this? What is this? Because
honestly, we've seen some classics right now in stores on sale, which is mind blowing. Like some samples. We've seen the 13s, the Motorsport 4s. Those are highly sought after. Now they're just sitting. So that begs the question: are the classics 2018 gonna sit as well?
Zilla,
what do you think?
Tell us your opinions, bro. It does hurt to see a lot of those shoes sitting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that we wanted, but I feel it's just like so much of it was coming week after week. So it's difficult for the normal person to like keep up with that. So I'm at the point where like, okay, let me pick and choose what I want.
Which one, you have to have type thing.
It's just impossible unless you're like loaded or born into money. So
like London.
So now it's like you're at the point like, oh, I'll just wait till it goes on sale.
Hold on, before we proceed,
which is another point.
Let me get a quick little side note. So you said, which is very true, Jordans were coming out week after week after week. If Yeezys drop week after week after week, will the same effect happen?
Or every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
It's every 2 weeks that Jay-Z
yes, every 2 weeks.
There's a possibility. Because resale won't be there then. People won't be able to...
It'll be even worse. All right, now on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Okay, that's cool, interesting. So Black Cement 3s, we've been waiting for this one. Last release 2011. Now they talk about Nike Air. Hopefully we get that remastered quality. But you remember, 88 white cement 3s that retail is $220.
$220, yep.
So if black cement 3s come out for $220, how do you feel about that?
Knowing Jordan and their pattern, they're gonna keep it at that. I see it being the same price point. Now if they were, yeah, there's too much. I see it being the same price point. They know that's what we've wanted.
Exactly.
And we're gonna pay for it.
Exactly.
Being that this is the most iconic colorway and silhouette of the Jordan line.
Or ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, definitely.
I already know I'm giving my money up.
Yeah.
Take my money, Jordan Brands. Take my money.
For sure, man. Yeah, honestly.
What you think? Yeah.
I have the last release and I wear it from time to time, but yeah, like you said, take my money, man. This right here is just, it's so beautiful. Nike Air on the back, so that means they're gonna add more comfort to it as well. 3s are already, pretty comfortable, but the white cement 88 3s, super comfortable. So if they do the same treatment for the black cement, I think it'd be perfect. Honestly, if they sit or not, I don't care. One of my favorite shoes, must cop.
My opinion, it's sad, but I know some of these shoes that we just mentioned are gonna sit in 2018. Candy cane 14s are sitting.
Yeah, they're sitting.
Yeah.
Stealth 10s sitting. Honestly and truly,
Last shot
14s are sitting.
Yep.
Katrina 3s.
That's tough, man.
They're gonna sit for a couple days.
Really?
Yeah,
but
a
if it
couple
has
days.
the Nike
Air and they make it limited.
Okay, no, now you're adding some other stuff to. Yeah. But I think if they
so if it's a mass-produced shoe,
because look, like the let's say they make the same amount of production as the Motorsport 4s. It's still limited. This shoe, when they dropped, it was limited. Same thing as those Motorsports. Yeah. They dropped the certain amount. Let's say they do the same thing for these. Yeah. They're gonna take a couple days to sit. The colorway is nice. The model is good. How many newer sneakerheads know this shoe exists?
That's true.
Not a lot.
That's true.
Not a lot. So when they see it, they're gonna think it's a new colorway.
That's
at
another
one point.
One too.
Oh yeah, Black Cat.
Black Cat 3s.
So I think those are gonna sit. Shadow ones are definitely selling out. So we're gonna get to that one in a little bit. I said those are sitting, and then black cement 3s. What I want with 2018 is I definitely want these, especially since they're leaking a year, beforehand. I want these newer sneakerheads or sneakerheads who don't know, that are just copping like the newer stuff, Adidas, yada yada yada. Go back, do your research, read the stories, read the release dates, read what these shoes mean to the game, because there were shoes before Jordan, but Jordan definitely put that flair on the court and gave us some pretty sick shoes throughout that time.
When I talked about stories, this is a perfect example, because these are supposed to release like All-Star Weekend. Now, if you don't know, 1988, Michael Jordan wore these in the All-Star game. So the fact that this is coming back full circle, it's going to be the 30th year anniversary. It all just ties in. It's a beautiful story, man.
Speaking of an anniversary,
it's perfect.
What is this? The 20 year anniversary since he wore this? His last shoe on court
with the Wizards.
Oh yeah.
With the Wizards. This was his last one, right? So speaking of another story. All right, so goes back to the Jordan 18 is also retroing. Was it this year or next year?
It's next year.
Next year. So it's also retroing in 2018.
The price point is $225.
$225. That's his last shoe.
That's ridiculous.
That he wore. He played for the Wizards, but in the NBA technically. So this is his.
Yeah. 2003.
This is his last shoe he wore in his second retirement. His first retirement. Well, his first. His first.
Last shot as
a Chicago Bull is the Last Shot 14 is also releasing next year. We did a GotSoles knowledge a video on it to give you guys some knowledge on it, basically. And I think they're gonna sit. But out of all of these, which ones are you going for? Are you gonna be selective as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely selective. So which one are you going for?
And see, it sucks to see like classics sitting on shelves, but the fact that you can get them more accessibly and then closer to like the original price point, I think that's dope. So honestly, for me, I'm definitely going Black Cement 3, Red 4s for sure, and I'm gonna Shadow ones, man. If you bring those back, give me that remaster quality. You know I want the remaster quality. Yeah. Give me that like tumble leather you did with the breads, man. Woo. That's a must cop. That's gonna be super sick. So those are my top 3 I'm going with. Anything else after that, if I cop it on sale, cop it for the low, it'll be a plus. What about you?
That's because you're saying if I cop it on sale, it wasn't the case a year to 2 years ago.
That's true.
You're just falling into the.
It's crazy.
It wasn't the case.
Yeah,
it wasn't the case. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Jay's selling out like crazy.
A year ago to 2 years ago, the fear of damn, are they gonna sell out? I gotta go get it. Like these 14s right here, or especially the Katrina 3s. I'm thinking like. Those are on my list. Black Cement 3s, Red 4s, Shadow 1s, and Katrina 3s. I want those 3s. But the fact that you just said if they go on sale, in my head I'm like, I'd rather buy them on sale. Yeah. But the fact that is a couple years ago, you couldn't have that mentality. Yo, they're gonna sell out. Let me go get them. So you were spending that money.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm hoping Jordan Brand does. I hope they space it out. Don't just. That's too much heat to just be, all right, every 2 weeks I'm gonna drop this, drop that. And
that's just the first little wave of what's coming out next year.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Imagine if they drop more heat next year.
Oh, they are.
Honestly,
add into this.
I need cool grade 4s. We talked about this. Cool grade 4s.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We gonna get to it. Cool grade 4s, man. I need those. It's a few on my list that I gotta have. So hopefully 2018 is one for the ages, man.
Same. I think it's dope, man. I'm excited. Just having them in hand, especially a lot of these, like these have a story to me. I couldn't get them at the point in time when they dropped. I had no money, but definitely gonna get them this time around. I want them. I need them.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited. Plus, sneaker game is just so expensive, y'all. Yeah, so expensive. And not only is the sneaker game, but it's mixed in with fashion.
Yeah,
fashion, and in 2017, high fashion is more relevant than ever. So, shall we just get into it?
Ready.
I think we put some pretty good.
Yeah, we touch bases, man.
Touch bases on these. Anything else you want to say on the Yeezys of this? Just like close out.
Well, we got next week the Bread 13 coming out with the 3M. Supposedly they're gonna be original. Are you guys gonna cop?
I need those.
Or drop?
Yeah, man. Hey,
I think I'm copping.
Champ Sports, we need a 9, 10. What size you need?
10 and a
10
half.
and a half. Hey, just saying.
Champ Sports, what's up? The plug. Those, and I need the Flint 13s, man. I need those.
Yeah,
I need those. I need
the
those.
fact that that's what I appreciate, man. The fact that Jordan Brand is finally catering to the sneakerheads, and they're finally hearing us, man. Bringing back the 3M on the 13s. That sets it off, man. Those are dope.
Even though they really don't care about us, they're just looking at their pocketbooks and they're saying, okay, we're down this quarter. Let's throw in these bread 4s in there, and we'll meet the quarters goals and stuff, because they don't care.
Sure, man.
That's cool. Cool topics. Like we said, leave a comment down below. We're gonna keep this raw. Just leave it below. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts? Leave it down below. We're definitely interested. Zilla will be in the comments as well, replying to some of you guys, hopefully. Just interact, man. It's going to be dope. Let's set this to the side and bring the next topic. All right, well, cut off again.
Yeah.
We've been here for 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've been here for 30 minutes. It just cut off, like we said a little while ago. Sneaker game has transitioned into fashion, which is clothing, either vintage clothing or different pieces. And high fashion has been more relevant than ever, in my opinion, because of rappers. They had the money, they bought it, they wear it. We as consumers, we see it, we want it, and we spend the money on it.
Exactly.
But we made a video about it as well. Link will be down in the description if you want to watch that. Supreme, in the early 2000s or 2000s, did a monogram mock-up of Louis Vuitton. They got hit with the cease and desist. 2017, they're actually collaborating, and we have certain pieces right here. Zilla, Go for it. Thoughts. Show them. It's your time.
I don't know if I'm ready.
If you want to hear our thoughts, it's in link below. Check it out. But let's get into this, man. Let's peep it. What do you think?
I can't hate on it. I like Supreme. I'm a person who wears it. I support the brand. I know you guys too.
Definitely, man.
And yeah, you know, seeing it with the high fashion brand like this, it kind of steps up the bar.
Yeah.
And it's just dope. I mean, I like it. Will I wear it? Probably not.
Not anymore, huh?
Yeah, not anymore. But yeah, I mean, I was able to cop 2 things. Long story. Can't really say.
Yeah.
Top secret.
Top secret. We can't really tell you how he got his hands on these, but like he said, I think it's actually like 2J says, this is something you don't see every day, and it's dope. True. It's dope, and in my opinion, I haven't seen it, but through pictures and stuff like that, I think the collaboration came out well. The colors that they dropped came out perfect. The pieces they dropped, they were good pieces. It catered from pretty much anything. Yeah. From high fashion to streetwear with the t-shirts, the BOGO, to accessories of all kinds, gloves to drive in, and who knows.
There was even some dice, a little Swiss Army knife. I mean, man, it was everything. It was dope.
It catered to everything. So it being one of the bigger Supreme collaborations with the pieces, so I think it's dope, man.
So are we gonna see more drops, or you think it's done?
It's all low key. Yeah, because it's all it was all produced. It's all there. They're gonna get their money's worth. They're not gonna just sit on it or send it back or burn it or hold it. Nah, it's all low key.
Yeah,
it's all low key. It's all top secret.
Like I don't think that's it for Supreme. I think there's gonna be other brands. Imagine seeing like Gucci and Supreme.
Yo. How do you feel about that?
Especially right now with those like the Ace sneakers. Those Supreme, get on it.
Right. But let's get into this real quick. Go for it and talk about the first piece.
So first piece was the last one there when I was able to get in there and cop. When I got there was hardly anything left. A lot of people had already done damage, so the first thing is the pocket organizer.
That is fire.
You know, I'm sure you've already seen videos with the Epi leather. You got the Supreme and the Louis Vuitton. I mean, it's dope.
Yeah, that's it. Joint right there. Actually, it's the first time having it in hand, and it is like a lot of Louis Vuitton bags. Like I do see, you know, this Epi or this pattern right here. I see it a lot on certain bags, but it's simple, it's dope. I like it, honestly. If you're a street head and you're into high fashion and you can afford it, I say definitely go for it, because you're mixing, you know, the best of both worlds. Instead of just having a Gucci wallet and Supreme BOGO, or just a regular Supreme piece, you literally got it in a wallet, and that's dope.
Hey, I do it with my sneakers, I'm gonna do it with this. Dope, man. Definitely a dope piece.
I like it, but I think the more you would wear it and have it in your pocket, like, would this get damaged? Or?
It actually brings me to a good point. I was on Twitter, and I saw one of these dudes I follow, Instagram, one of these dudes I follow for his cars. He had a Goyard wallet. The pattern rubbed off with 2 months of wear. 2 months. He had to take it.
I'll be so hurt.
And it was like a Goyard wallet, so you know that's money. And he took it back. I don't know what it was, but he ended up getting like a Louis Vuitton. It was just like, this will do for now, I guess. So until, I guess they're gonna replace it for him or something like that. But that's something, like, you're spending so much money on like that Goyard, and you want it to like rub off within 2 months, like.
Yeah, because you're expecting high quality.
Exactly. You're spending that money for a reason. Another thing, kids, don't spend more on your wallet than what you got in it. You know, that's another thing. Like, be think about it. Do I really want to pay for this damn almost $1,000 wallet plus, and then have $50 to $100 in it?
Because it's a sick piece, but you don't want to open it and it's just like
dust. It's just little pocket lint.
So like imagine paying resale was $1,000. Retail was like $400. So I mean,
that's not that bad. Honestly,
it's not that bad, but it's still pricey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Something that you're gonna be sitting on. I mean,
sitting on, putting on a table. Like I realized that I just got a new wallet. And I'm putting it on the table where people were eating. There's like a little crumb on it. I'm like, put it in my pocket. So it goes through wear. So that's definitely something to consider. But a dope piece. On the big box.
Big box.
Big box. Are you guys ready? Leave a comment down below. What do you think this piece is? We're gonna show you before you even comment. We know, so go for it.
So this was also the last piece in the last size. I was lucky to cop it. Somebody was reaching for it, and I grabbed it before.
What's the form? No, it's mine.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let me get that. Yeah, so this here is the crew neck.
Yikes.
It's the extra large.
Set this to the side real quick.
Very, very nice, comfortable.
Yo.
So I don't even want to touch base on it right now, the whole Bari thing. But let's get to this piece. This piece is sick. Yeah. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So it's that. Oh, I know it was this.
It's like a Letterman's jacket.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I knew it was the soft material. Yeah. If you guys can't see, we'll show you some B-roll. I knew it was the soft material, but I did not know the monogram, the Louis monogram, was embroidered into it. That is sick. Yeah, that is sick.
That's definitely a nice touch, man.
To be honest, quality. It's thinner than I thought it would be.
It's thin, yeah.
It's thinner than I thought it would be. Like, touch the inside.
I think you could get away with it wearing it here in Houston when it does get cold. So I mean,
no, yeah, you definitely, and then layered on top.
Yeah, you can pull it off. So
looking at it, the stitching right here is
what would you put on
great quality
with that, man? Let's say you rock it, you break it out first time. What are you rocking with this, man?
If I got this 2018, Shadow Ones.
Shadow
Ones, Bread Force, Black Cement
3s. The
Katrinas. Honestly, bro, you can go simple on feet.
Yeah.
You have to go simple on feet and let this piece
let
drop.
That speak, yeah.
You gotta have that, bro.
Sure.
Don't wear the Supreme foam posits.
Supreme foam posits with the Supreme Louis Vuitton denim,
North Face pants.
Man, you could even throw some Chucks. I think.
To be honest, yo, because people aren't gonna look at your feet. Honestly,
that's it.
People are looking at the piece like, is that the Supreme Louis?
Yeah.
Dang, they're not gonna look at your feet.
What would you guys wear? What shoe would y'all wear with this?
Leave a comment down below. This is dope. Yeah. Retail, how much was it?
So retail on this was $730.
$730.
Change, of course.
$730.
Resale, LA, it's going for $2,000. Starting.
Card was full. We've been talking for a while.
We've been talking, man.
Dope pieces. But like we said, leave a comment down below. There's so many thoughts.
Yeah.
We put our opinions out here on the Supreme and Louis. What do you guys think? What you guys think about Zilla?
Yeah.
Zilla, our first guest on the GotSoles Talk, man. Hopefully we continue doing more of these in the future. Definitely give him a follow. His information will be down below as well as shown right there. Also, last thoughts.
It was fun, man. Got the juices flowing, and just bringing back those memories of kind of like what got me into the game was pretty dope. And hopefully you guys do your research, man. And Jay's is coming back, and honestly, in the end, buy what you like. Everybody has their own opinions. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the Yeezys, man? What do you think about the J's coming back? Just let us know.
Thoughts? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, buy what you like. I agree with that. Don't get caught up in the hype, but if you do,
enjoy it.
Be smart about it. Be smart about it. Check your account before you start buying stuff.
Please. Like they said, man, buy what you like. There's also another topic I want to talk about. Shout out to the boy Zaya X. The sneaker game has a lot more than J's, Adidas, and Yeezys. There's so much stuff that has been put under the radar. Saucony, different brands, the Way of Ways, Ling Ning, all of these brands, as well as IDs, customs. All of that has an effect to the game, and a lot of people. That's a whole nother topic. We're gonna get into that some other episode. So shout out to Boys AX, shout out to Zilla, Steph, me. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2 of our GotSoles Talk. See you guys episode 3. or next video. That being said, guys, give this video a huge thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification button as well to notify you every time we drop a video. And we'll see you guys in the next one.